In this video, I introduce a transformer, powerful language model. Combining self-attention and the encoder-decoder, transformer efficiently maps an input sequence to an output sequence without using recurrent structure. Transformer is a fundamental component of ChatGPT, where T stands for transformer. A transformer includes a encoder module and decoder module. The encoder is used to extract the features from the input sequence. The decoder is used to generate output sequence using the features from encoder and his previous output as the input. Here is the transformer details. A typical transformer includes 6 encoder units and 6 decoder units. Each encoder unit includes 2 modules. One is the feed-forward network that is used to extract the information from the input sequence. One is the self-attention module is used to find the relationship of the inputs in the input sequence. The first encoder unit uses the input sequence as the input. We embed the input sequence and then encode the embedded sequence with the position information as the input to the self-attention module. The self-attention module uses embedded features as the input. We define the 3 matrices. One is a WQ, one is a WK, one is a W value. We use these 3 matrices operate with the input embedded sequence to generate the matrix Q and the key and the value. And then we use the product of Q and key as the input to this source-max function. We get normalize the coefficients for the value V. And then we use this attention back to the encoder unit as the output of the self-attention module. And then through this residual block and normalization, and then use as the input to the feed-forward layers to generate the output. And use this residual block again and take a normalization again. And then one result as the input to the next encoder unit, and one to the corresponding decoder unit. And inside the decoder unit, the first decoder unit uses the previous output as a partial input and use the features from the corresponding encoder unit as a partial input to the decoder unit. And then we are through these 2 self-attention modules to generate features. And then we, after normalization, we use this normalization as the input to the feed-forward layers, and through this residual block and normalization to next decoder unit. In the last decoder unit, we take this output as the input to the linear operation and to the softmax function to generate the output at the current time step. And then we move this current, the output at the current time step add to this previous outputs together as the input to the first decoder unit. This is just for the one single attention module we call a single attention. Most of the time we need multi-single attention modules. We call the multiple head attention. That means we defined multiple self-attention modules, and then we concatenated them together, and then we use learned matrix O. We generate final attention for this block, and then we send this attention back to the encoder unit and back to the decoder unit, and then transformer maps the input sequence to the output sequence. For more details, please check with this reference. Thank you. Bye.